Check out BigBadToyStore.com for this and other great toys. A wolf, huh? So, is he part of the whole Twilight thing? Like, Team Edward, Team Jacob? Should we be picking sides? God, I hope not. I really hope not.
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Fansproject Function X2 QUADRUPLE-U. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. For the see here, not a whole lot going on there, just Function X2 QUADRUPLE-U. On this side of the box, you got a nice piece of artwork there of QUADRUPLE-U. There's his robot mode in there. I'm going to bite you! On the other side, just warnings and a picture of his face. On this side, just Function X2 QUADRUPLE-U. And it's the same kind of box that that code came in, their Chrome Dome. You know, you just slide off the little sleeve there. You open it up and your figure is stored inside in the little plastic tray. But, nice packaging though. I really like the packaging because it's just easy. No hassle, no fuss. Very cool packaging. So, there you have that. Now moving right along, here we have QUADRUPLE-U, who is an homage to Generation 1 Headmaster Weirdwolf. Now, if you're wondering where the heck did they get QUADRUPLE-U from, well, think about it. If you take 4 U's, put them together, they make 2 W's, which stand for Weird Wolf. It's clever. So clever. It's kind of clever. But yeah, here he is in his wolf mode. And it's a very nicely done wolf mode. Looks very cool. The only gripe I have, and it's just a minor little nitpick, I think the snout is a little too long. Just a little too long. If you see where this panel line is, if it had stopped like right there, I think maybe it would have looked a little bit better, but it just seems like his snout is just a bit too long. But that's really the only little nitpick I have with it. I mean, for being a robotic wolf, it still looks pretty cool. Getting close in there on the head. Yeah, a lot of nice detail going on. Some good paintwork there. Nice work there on the tail, which will become his sword in robot mode. Just a very nicely done wolf mode. Looks very cool. Articulation-wise, the wolf can move its head up and down. It can't rotate. It can only move up and down. You can open and close the mouth, so it can be all like, I'm going to bite you. The arms are on a ball joint, so you can get some pretty good movement going on there. It can do a full 360. It can go out about that far. You get a joint right here at the elbow, and the paw can move up and down. The rear legs, pretty much the same thing. You got your ball joint right here. You get not a lot of outward movement. That's pretty much all you get. You got a knee joint here, and you also get a bit of a tilt here on this part. And you also get this joint right here is on a ball joint, as well as the paw can move up and down. So, you can get the wolf in a lot of dynamic poses, but I think you can pretty much get him to do what you want him to do. To an extent, anyway. But still, a nicely done wolf mode. Now, for comparison, here he is with Voyager Predaking. Just so you can get an idea of how he stacks up. So, there you have that. Just so you can get an idea of how he stacks up in wolf mode. Now, again, the wolf does have a bit of a waist joint right here. Just a bit. But yeah, now we'll get into the headmaster component. So, if you take this panel right here, if you see there's a little cockpit right there done in red transparent plastic. If you raise this panel up, get in here and raise this panel up, which can be a little bit hard to do. Raise that panel up, you get access to Here's the little headmaster. I can wedge him out of there. There we go. Let's close that back up. And here you have his little headmaster. Getting close there. And yeah, very nicely done. Very cool looking little headmaster. And it basically has your headmaster articulation. You know, the shoulders can do a full 360. You got leg movement, and you got a knee joint there. And of course, the back, you can pretty much see most of the head. But yeah, for comparison, here he is with Code's headmaster. Just so you can see them side by side there. So, there you have that. So yeah, little headmaster to control his big wolf buddy. Very cool. He can't stand it. Just gotta get his legs under him just right. There you go. But yeah, very nice little package going on there. So let's get and this is the part where my tongue stops working. It seems to happen all the time. I don't know why. Let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. That's what I was trying to say, and it came out. Let's just get on with it. So, first thing we'll do is we'll come back here. It's going to take these sections right here, just split it apart. Just pull this out right from here. You see here is little notch right there that this part of the sword just slides right down into, and then it just sandwiches on top of it to lock it into place. That's how it works when you're getting it back into wolf mode. So we'll take this, put that to the side for now, and now we'll just focus on the upper body. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to take this little spike right here, take that, rotate that down, bring the paw down, rotate the forearm, and there you have a hand. Second verse, same as the first, just rotate that down, bring the paw down, rotate, and there you have his hands all done. Now, you're going to open up this section right here. You're going to lift this up right here, and you're going to take these two ends right here. I don't know if you can see it, but they are on a double hinge at 2 points, up here and down here. And you're just going to take this, let me raise the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. You're just going to take this and basically just work it up like that. Once you get it up there, this tab right here, this big tab right here, will tab in right there. And lock that into place. Once you do that, you just take the wolf head and bring it back like that. Oop, just bring it back. Close that door back up. Bring the arms down, and there you have his upper body done. Now we'll get to his legs. Now his legs do a really cool thing. They basically do what Voyager Predaking does, but it does it better as far as I'm concerned. So, again, you just have these two parts split, and now you're just going to take the wolf legs and you're just going to straighten everything out, just like that. Straighten everything out. Once you do that, you're going to rotate the leg at the hip, 180, like that. Now you're going to take this section and you're going to rotate it in, just like that. Rotate that in, just like that. Now you're going to take this whole section right here and you're going to rotate it upward. And you'll see here there are two tabs right here, and they'll end up tabbing into these slots right here. Just going to bring that up. You want to bring this leg out just a bit for clearance. Get in there and it'll tab right in there. And there you have a leg. Very cool trick. Very cool trick going on there. Second verse, same as the first. Just take this, rotate it up, tab in place, and there you go. You got his legs done. Then you just rotate his waist so everything's lined up. And there you have a headless body. So obviously he needs a head now. So let's give him his head. That sounded kind of weird. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we'll take the headmaster. Now, there is a bit of a trick to this guy. Now, this visor piece, you want to make sure you pull this out. You'll see there, it is on a slider. So you want to make sure you pull it out before you start to transform it, because if you don't do that, you're probably going to end up snapping this off. So once you pull that visor piece off, now you can take him and just collapse him in like that. Collapse his legs in, like so. And then you can bring the visor down in front of his eyes. And there you have the head. And we're just getting close on the head sculpt right now. And a very nicely done head sculpt. That looks really cool. Nice transparent red visor going on there. Looks very, very nice. And you just take it, plug it into the port. Oh, sometimes the wolf head gets in the way. You just kind of want to angle it back a bit. Plug it in, and there you have it. There you have Quadruple-U Weirdwolf in his robot mode. And he's a cool looking figure. Very nicely done. You know, again, I can't say enough about Fansproject. They just know how to do transforming robots. You know, they just always seem to knock it out of the park. Very nicely done. A lot of nice molded, sculpted in details. A lot of cool just cues there from the G1 figure. Just nicely done. Of course, they put their own spin on it, and it works. It just works on all kinds of levels. Of course, he just has a big wolf head hanging out in the back, but I think the G1 toy even had that. I think the G1 toy just had a whole lot of wolf just hanging off the back, so... Again, keeping true to the original. But very, very nicely done. Articulation-wise, the articulation is basically just like code. If my tripod will work. Come on, tripod. Yeah, the head can rotate. You can look down. I mean, again, it does have this extra joint here at the neck. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it does have that joint here at the neck, so it allows some tilting. So you can tilt the head down, and if you want, you can just rotate the whole thing. You know, rotate it and plug the head back in, and you can have him looking up. So works the same way that it does with code. Shoulders are on a ball joint, so you get some pretty good movement. You get a little bit more outward movement than you did with code, because there is like an extra little hinge right up here in the shoulder, so it allows a little bit of extra outward movement right there. You do get a bicep swivel, you get your elbow joint, you do get a wrist swivel, and the hand can open and close. You do get your waist joint, your hips are on a ball joint, you get your thigh swivel, you get your knee joint, very good movement there on the knees. And your feet are on a little bit of a tilt, a little bit of an ankle tilt going on there. You can move the toes up and down. So, he's got some pretty good posability. It's a little better than code, not by much, but it is a little bit better. And of course, he does have his sword, which is just the wolf's tail, but it's still very cool looking sword, nicely done. And of course, you can hold it and just take it, plug it right in, and you can wield his sword very, very nicely. Now for storage, you do have some options here of how you want to store the sword. Now on each leg, he has them on both sides. He has these little sections right here you can pull out, and then you can just open up the sword like this, and then you just feed that through. Oops, feed that through, and close it up, and you can store a sword. Which is cool. I mean, you know, it's cool he has storage for it. It's not just a simple, well, just plug it on his back or something. He actually has, like, kind of a sheath for it. Now, on his shoulders, he also has the same exact thing. Just pull this out. And again, he has it on both shoulders. You can do the exact same thing. You can just take it, feed that through, close it up. You can store it on his shoulders if you want. That's a little weird, but okay. Why not? Dare I say, why not? But of course you want him holding his sword. A swordsman should wield his sword at all times, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, pretty cool figure. Now for comparison, here he is with Voyager Predaking. Just so you can see how he stacks up with the modern Voyager. And here he is with Deluxe Orion Pax. So you can see he's kind of in between scales. He's bigger than a Deluxe but smaller than a Voyager. He's just right in between. And here he is with his headmaster brother. Here's Code, Chrome Dome. So you can see how they look together. And they look good together. They look really good together. But yeah, as far as Quadruple-U goes, Weirdwolf, very cool figure. Again, you know, I can't sing the praises of Fansproject enough. They always produce just awesome figures, and this is no exception. I love what they're doing with this Headmaster line. Really cool figure. I definitely recommend him. He's just a good, solid figure. Definitely worth having in your collection. Really like him. So, if you're interested, I would say pick him up. He's definitely worth your time, worth your money. He's a very cool figure because he's weird and he's a wolf. That would be the rationalization if Michelangelo was naming him because he's weird and he's a wolf, so I'm going to name him Weirdwolf. Yeah. Yeah, this figure, cool. Get him. Definitely, yes. Wow! Alright. So, I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Fansproject Function X2 Quadruple-U, and this is EmGo's saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Hey, Weirdwolf, you ever hear the legend about the werebots? What? What, you mean whenever there's a full moon out, certain robots turn into ravenous wolves that kill everything in their path? It's just a legend. That's just a legend. There's nothing true about it. Nothing true about it at all. Oh, no. What? What? No. No, it's happening again. No, Primus, you're one of them. You're a werebot. Are you gonna kill me? No, that's not what I do. I just sleep a lot and lick my own butt. Yeah, that's all I do. Oh. Now he's gonna kill you. Who? Death Bunny!